Okay, so Spain next to bite the dust, joining Argentina in this whirlwind of a tournament. Germany. It just seems like none of the big favourites want to win this thing. I mean, Spain at the moment must be absolutely licking their wounds after they dominated, possession wise, they dominated, pass wise, they dominated, and they just could not seem to find a way past the Russian wall. They are strong at the back. The Russians defensively, they looked dominant. When it went to VAR, I just envisioned that it was Vladimir Putin that was sitting in a room by himself and went, nah, I'm not even going to give this a VAR show. So Spain end up losing out in penalty kicks. First thing on the penalty kicks, Russian goalkeeper completely outperformed David De Gea. David De Gea had several chances to make big saves. The first one immediately doesn't get a strong enough hand on it. A couple that were close to him could have made a better effort. But it just seemed to me that it was a tale of two goalkeepers, and one wanted it more. The final save on Iago Aspas' penalty was a spellbinding save. He committed himself to one side and left his leg uh, in the middle just enough to offer something. And that save will go down in the history in regards to remembering what this World Cup had to offer. But my money was on Spain. I told you guys that. Lost out. Someone needs to buy me some drinks. I'm also still stuck in New York, even though I was supposed to go on vacation. So I'm wanting two drinks for that because I now need to make my way out tonight, a day later. So what it does is it puts one side of the bracket firmly on paper looks weaker than the other side, and no surprise it's most England fans who are posting the one side of the bracket that is now with Russia. It's got Croatia, which I'll touch on in a minute in that game, and it's going to have the winner of Sweden, and it's going to have the winner of England versus Colombia. Now, what I know that England fans are licking their lips at the run they could potentially have. I mean, we've saw what the upsets have proven that Colombia are still going to be a tough match, regardless. But on the other side of the bracket, regardless of who you make on one side, you still have to beat arguably the best team. And I still think that, in my opinion, out of the two of the bigger teams, two of the best are still in it, which is France and Brazil, and they're going to take some beating as well. Mexico facing off against Brazil tomorrow. We've already got commentators Joe Lopez thinking that Mexico will beat Brazil. I'd like to see it, but it's going to be interesting to see how this thing pans out. The Croatia-Denmark game had me on the edge of my seat for the first 5 minutes, then sleeping for the following 85 minutes. Maybe kind of on the edge of my seat somewhat during extra time, and then firmly on the edge of my seat in penalty kicks. You have to feel for Kasper Schmeichel. You have to, because my God, he gave Denmark every single possibility to stay in this thing. He saved a penalty in regular time from Luka Modric. I don't know if the rules have changed, but I thought the Danish defender should have been given his packing orders because he fouled him and denied a goal scoring opportunity. He was ready to score, but credit to him for at least giving Schmeichel the chance to make that save. And I think that after that, I thought Denmark were going to win it because I thought they had the momentum. Modric's head clearly shows how much of a calm character he is to be able to step up after missing a penalty in regular time and be able to convert in the penalty shootout. But all credit to Kasper Schmeichel because, again, even in the penalty shootout, gave them an enormous amount of confidence by making big saves, especially when Croatia started to pull away and dragging them back into the game. Is it Subasic, the goalkeeper for Croatia, made some fantastic saves as well, and all credit to him in the end. And when Rakitic converted, they all ran to the goalkeeper. So it's just we're gonna have to wait and see how this competition pans out. But at the moment, I mean, I'm forgetting Belgium. I know the commentators are reminding us as well. Belgium aren't exactly going to have a smooth run. They've got Japan, and they're on the other side of the bracket, and they're going to have to face some tough teams. But at the end of this thing, if you want to win it, you're going to have to beat those teams. My problem with what England fans have been saying, not so much is that they don't have a chance. I'm not on that that delusional Scottish bandwagon. I think at the moment where they don't have any chance, I actually think this is the best chance they're going to have. My problem is they're looking far too far in the future, which is what maybe Spain will do, and which is what maybe even Argentina, although they're up against a tough France team. England need to beat the team that's right in front of them, and that's Colombia, who are a tough team, vicious on the counter attack, are going to be able to defend against England and be dangerous in returning possession. So focus on that game. If you beat them, of course, then you're going to have to take things as it comes. But looking ahead at what the route to the final is and saying it's coming home might just seem like a joke, blah, blah, blah. But I just think it could set your team up for an even bigger fall if you struggle against Colombia, because England in the past has given nobody any confidence that they're going to be able to discard of any team easily and think their way through to the final. So we'll see how things pan out. But Spain out, competition has everyone guessing still. Who you got?